miracle. Right now, I need a miracle. Hurry up now, I need a miracle.
The beautiful step number 1 is to fill up your pot about to where these little buttons are, almost to the top. Leave an inch or two so that you can put another pot like this on top to melt your wax. Now that is what you will be putting your wax in. This is what you're gonna want your 2 pots to look like. Have an inch or two above the pot, and then have this smaller pot on top to melt the wax. Step number 2 is to put a little bit of soy wax into there. Now you're not gonna see it melting right away. You're gonna think that it's never gonna work, but I promise it will work. It actually seems like it's never gonna melt for the first little bit because you can't just like put it on an open flame, but you always, okay. Step number 3 is to put a little bit of corn syrup so that you can stick your wick at the bottom of the cup or mason jar, whichever you prefer. You can cut it to a preferred height. Now it's not going to stand up all the way since it's very tall, but you're just going to let that sit there before you put in your wax. Now you're going to take your glow-in-the-dark paint and you're going to paint the outsides of your cup. Now you're going to have to put it on very thick or put on quite a few coats. As I was told by a friend, Megan, go check out her channel by the way, it cracks a little bit, so we'll see. It's an experiment day. I've now poured my wax in there. Now I decided to add a little something in there. Some red and silver sparkles. And then, once you're finished that, you just put a skewer to hold up the little wick. And then you plop it into the fridge for 3 hours. Now this is how our candles popped out. Continue to